In 2015, a rumor swept through parts of Texas that Barack Obama was about to send the military in to take over the state. And the fear was that federal troops would seize small towns, confiscate guns, and round up dissenters. Some believed Walmart stores had been secretly converted into FEMA camps, and others said it was just the beginning of martial law. It all stemmed from a training exercise called Jade Helm 15. The exercise ended without incident, obviously, but the fear never really did. So let's go back to what actually happened, and then look at why the people who panicked then are oddly quiet now. Jade Helm 15 was a multi-state special operations training run that lasted from July to September of 2015. It involved about 1,200 personnel, including Army Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Air Force Special Operations Forces. The goal was to simulate complex missions overseas by training in unfamiliar civilian terrain here at home. The Department of Defense publicly explained that the operation had no law enforcement authority and would not affect civilian life. And media weren't allowed to embed, and some saw that as suspicious. But when it ended, nothing had changed. No rights were suspended, no towns were taken. Still, an internal planning map had labeled Texas and Utah as hostile for the purposes of the simulation. When that map got leaked, conspiracy theories exploded. InfoWars declared it a federal takeover. Militia groups launched citizen surveillance patrols, social media filled with claims about secret tunnels and mass detentions, and even Chuck Norris weighed in, asking if Texans should be concerned. Then came the move that gave it all weight. Texas Governor Greg Abbott ordered the Texas State Guard to monitor the exercise. He said it was to reassure the public, but the decision was widely criticized for giving credibility to those fears. And to be fair, suspicion of federal military power isn't new. The founders carried deep anxiety about standing armies in peacetime. James Madison warned that the means of defense against foreign danger have been the instruments of tyranny at home. And even Alexander Hamilton, who supported a strong federal government, cautioned that constant threats would justify standing armies that could erode liberty. And their answer wasn't blind trust. It was limits. It was structure. Now in 2025, we're seeing developments that echo the very fears people raised a decade ago. A new policy memo from the White House, NSPM 7, has created an expansive framework for federal agencies to monitor so-called anti-government threats. Critics, including major civil liberties groups and legal observers, warn that its vague language could chill lawful dissent or target nonprofits and donors based on political beliefs. We've also seen National Guard deployments in places like Memphis. And there are reports of coordinated efforts to send units to other cities for civil unrest and immigration enforcement. Some of those efforts have been temporarily blocked by federal judges. And talk of invoking the Insurrection Act is no longer hypothetical. It's openly discussed by public figures with national reach. In 2015, the people who rang alarm bells were reacting to a training drill. And in 2025, some of those same figures are supporting or excusing federal actions that reach much further than Jade Helm ever did. One example? Well, Governor Abbott. He once deployed the Texas Guard to monitor a simulation. Now he's supported sending Guard units into other states under federal coordination, an action that's been challenged in court. So this raises a deeper question. Do we only worry about federal power when we don't like who's in charge? Or do we actually believe in limits, no matter the party? If you want to go deeper into what those constitutional limits are and why they still matter, I'm hosting a Zoom salon on Thursday, November 6th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You're welcome to join. Visit the link here on screen. Because the real question isn't whether we trust the people in power. It's whether we still believe that power needs to be restrained. So ask yourself, Are we holding the line on principle? Or just waiting for our team to be the one holding the sword?